In this video, I'm going to show you how to use an indefinite leave to remain calculator. I'm going to show you how to determine the earliest date you can apply for indefinite leave to remain, given your continuous qualifying period, and the 28-day rule. Have you heard about the 28-day rule before? Don't worry, we are going to dive into this whole thing. But before I go into this, note that you should be 18 and above. You need your Life in the UK test. I'll put the link to that video here. And you need to show proof that you know English. You need your IELTS. There are other test providers too. You can go and check it out on the government website. Please do not write IELTS Canada for it. Please concentrate on UKVI IELTS or your UK NRIC. It costs £3,209. If you decide that you want priority, that's 5 working days, it will be out, then you need to pay £500 extra. And if you want it to be available in the next working day, then you need to pay extra £1,000. Let's get straight into this. We're going to use this ILR calculator, and the assumption is that the continuous qualifying period for you is 5 years. Most people only have a single grant of leave that covers their entire continuous period. So if you have multiple grants of leave that make up the continuous period, then ensure you have on hand the start and end dates for each of them. So if you apply for a skilled worker visa, maybe for the first time is 3 years and you now extended for another 2 years or so, just make sure you have the starts and the end dates for each of the continuous period of entry. It's as simple as that. To give you an accurate date, the tool assumes that you have not been away from the UK for more than 180 days in any 12-month period. Remember that the calculation is not from January to December. It's usually from the first day of your visa approval till 1 year after. That's 12 months. So that's how you determine the 180 days for each year. The most important point here also is that you cannot combine different routes. There are some visas you cannot combine the number of years you spent in towards your ILR. For example, the ILR route for partners or British citizens or those already settled in the UK only counts for the grants of leave where you have a family visa as a partner or spouse. And the ILR route for people on a Tier 2 or general visa only counts the grants of leave where they were on the visa or a short list of other work-related visas. I'll share the screen so that you can see all the work-related visas that you can combine to get the 5-year route to ILR. A clear example of this is if a person then started on a Tier 2 general visa and stayed there for 4 years and then switched to a family visa, say because they married a British citizen and they have resigned from their work with their original Tier 2 sponsor, then what will happen is that the 4 year they have spent in the UK under the Tier 2 general visa will not count towards ILR route for partners of British citizens. And the ILR clock resets and starts from zero from the moment they switch from Tier 2 visa to family visa. The person is no longer eligible to get on the ILR route for people on a Tier 2 or general visa. Let's use the calculator and answer the questions here. The first thing is you select what is the length of the continuous period of residence required for the ILR route you're applying for. The most common one is 5 years. You select 5 years. When was the start date of your first relevant visa that goes towards the continuous period of the ILR application? For example, if you're applying for a skilled worker visa and it's a 5-year route that you're considering, so what date was the approved day of your skilled worker visa? So the very first application you had, you just put it in here. I selected 14th of October 2021. Now the next question here is for the above visa, when was the earliest date that you were physically in the UK? For instance, as indicated by the stamp on your passport. So when did you get into the UK? You might have gotten the visa on the 14th of October 2021, but maybe the date you came in was, let's just say maybe 18th of October 2021, which is 4 days later, you came into the UK and you received a stamp on your passport. So when we put that in here, the next question is, when is the expiry date of your current visa? So make sure the current visa is in line with the previous visas you've had in the past. That's you have to put the expiry date of a skilled worker visa if it's skilled worker visa we are trying to assess, and family visa if it's family visa you want to calculate. So I just put 11th of November 2026 and click on calculate. So you can see what he has given me here. The result says you have entered the UK 4 days after the start date of your visa. As this is still within the 180-day allowance, it will be counted as an allowable absence, and your qualifying period starts date is 14th of October 2021, which was when your visa was granted. Some people don't know they're eligible for ILR because they keep calculating the date they came into the UK instead of the date their visa was approved. It says here that you must ensure that you have not been outside the UK for more than 176 full days from 18th of October 2021 to 13th of October 2022, as it will bring about the 180-day limit of allowed absences in any 12-month period. So guys, you've seen how they calculate it, and it says here that the date of your qualifying period for the ILR application is 13th of October 2026, guys. I really like this calculator because it calculates the earliest dates you can submit an application. Now, you can see in this bullet point, it says your earliest ILR application date is on the 15th of September 2026. Do not submit an application before that date, as otherwise your qualification will be rejected and no refund will be given. If you spend or have spent more than 180 full days in any 12-month period between 14th October 2021 and 15th of September 2026, then your ILR clock will reset and your earliest ILR application date will change. If this is the case, then you do not use the date above as it's invalid. You must work out the dates given your circumstances or consult with an immigration advisor. So you can see it, guys, it's very clear. It's telling you that the date you can submit an application, the earliest date is 15th of September 2026, and this is based on the 28-day rule. The 28-day rule says that you can submit your ILR application at least 28 days earlier to the date that your continuous qualifying period will end, that will elapse. So that's how it goes. The earliest you can submit is 28 days before the end of that period. I will put the link to this particular website in the description, guys. Take absolute advantage of this particular website. Yes, visit it. These are tools you can use to prepare yourself ahead of time. Guys, consult an immigration lawyer if you are confused. Remember, I'm not an immigration advisor. I'm just sharing information and tools that can support you. If you need help getting a visa sponsorship job, it doesn't matter what occupation you're after, I can support you. Reach out to me. The link will be in the description as well as in the comments. Guys, don't stay on your own. Most of you struggle to get a visa sponsorship job because you have not optimized your CV, cover letter, and supporting information. This is a highly competitive market. The job market is crazy and people are recruiting now. That's what they call September surge. Hop on that bus right now by reaching out to me and I will support you. Thank you very much for watching and share this with your family and friends. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.
Africa's rich history is filled with stories of powerful kings and queens, like Queen Amina of Zazzau, the fearless warrior queen, King Mansa Musa of Mali, the wise and just ruler, Queen Nzinga of Angola, King Shaka Zulu, and many other notable African rulers. Join us on a journey through the lives of Africa's most legendary kings and queens. In African Kings and Queens, discover the fascinating stories of these iconic leaders. Get your copy now on Amazon Kindle. Grab your copy now.